What up, my good people, man? Let's talk All-ACC team poll that came out yesterday, man. I'm going to give y'all my thoughts. First off, let me start off with Georgia Tech. And can I just say from a running back perspective, and I know what y'all going to say, Naj, you tripping. I love that Jamal Haynes got named the first team All-ACC. I think he's in store for a big year. When you talk to him at press conferences, he's obviously talked about the depth of this team, how deep they are this year, how fresh he's going to be. And he even said in the press conference, just basically how fresh he is right now is the best he's ever felt. And I think Jamal Haynes has a chance to do something special. Last year had nearly 1,000 yards rushing, 10 touchdowns. He was elusive. He's big time. He catch the ball in the backfield. Great pick right there. Isaac Brown is another stud out of Louisville. Really like his game. I think he can bring a lot to the table, with his ability, man, his vision, his speed, his cuts. Another stellar player, obviously, for the Louisville Cardinals. And then, obviously, the only player I would have said, I know what y'all going to say, like Chris Bell has put up the numbers and the stats, and obviously there's a lot of great receivers in the ACC. I'm going to go, though, and say Eric Rivers, bro. Eric Rivers is special, y'all. And I know he came over from FIU. Y'all going to see what I'm talking about at the end of the season. I know you don't usually get a guy that comes over from another conference and put him All-ACC team, first team. I feel y'all. But Eric Rivers, you watch that tape, y'all, that kid is special. Watch out for number 3 for Georgia Tech this year. All right, and then like I told y'all, Clemson is loaded, bro. Like, no disrespect. I like Haynes King. I told y'all, he's a number 2 quarterback, and he obviously was ACC Player of the Year, number 2 in the voting. But Cade Klubnik is special, right? He's a top 3 quarterback, I think, in the country. You know what I'm saying? When you look at him and what he can do, the weapons he's going to have on Antonio Williams, Brian Wesco, like, they're absolutely loaded, and they got a really good roster.
So, yeah, y'all. But like I said, man, Klubnik's that dude, bro. I mean, there's a reason he's a top pick. Not pick, but top, obviously, quarterback in the ACC. I think he deserves being ACC potentially preseason player of the year. He's well-deserved for that, right? Then you have Justin Hawley, tight end for NC State. Hey, man, he's put up numbers, really good player. Has a lot of, obviously, potential, can do a lot of different things, man. I like him. Francis Magua, he's been a guy that's continued to grow and develop, obviously, in the Hurricane system. He's gotten better and better and better. I like his game as well, man, on the offensive side. And then you obviously got, Clemson leads this list again. 3 guys from Clemson on here: Walker Parks, Ryan Litcham, and then obviously you got Blake Miller. But the one I really like is obviously Keelan Rutledge, man. That dude is a monster. You know what I'm saying? Rutledge just knows. He just has an it factor to him, dog. He's just nasty. He's potent. He moves well, very technically sound. All-ACC last year. Like, the kid is the real deal, man. And I think when you have that, y'all, it's special, man. But not too much to say on the offensive line. I'll be honest with y'all. I got more research to do, obviously, on some of those guys. I know Francis well. I know Keelan Rutledge well from covering Georgia Tech. The other ones I have to do more research into. Now, defensively, like I said, Clemson kills it again. But TJ Parker's that dude. Go watch the tape. You know what I'm saying? You want to see a guy dominate? That guy dominates. Ruben Bain done a little bit of injury last year. Hopefully takes the next step for my Hurricanes and be able to make a big impact. But Ruben Bain, I like him on this list as well. Then you obviously got Peter Woods. We know the stud that he is, man. He's going to probably be a top draft pick when it's time for him, obviously, to enter the NFL draft. A lot of potential ahead for him as well. An underrated pick on this list is Darrell Jackson Jr., right? But he's potent on the inside, man. He's an immovable force, and then he can really crash the gaps. That's what makes him special, man. So, interesting to see. The only Florida State player on this list, what kind of an impact will he have this year? And then, obviously, linebackers. We know how elite Pittsburgh is defensively, especially with their linebackers. Kyle Lewis, a guy that, obviously, their head coach raved about. You know what I'm saying? So, he's going to have a big year, I think, again this year. He should be an all ACC type of linebacker. And then you obviously got Wade Wooders, and you got obviously Sammy Brown. Sammy Brown was a true freshman, All-American last year. You know what I'm saying? All-ACC selection. You know what I'm saying? Not All-American, but All-ACC selection. Like, this kid is a stud, right? And made the All-ACC freshman team. Sammy Brown could do a lot, man. And to come in his freshman year and have an impact, not starting early, says a lot, especially with a physically demanding position. Then you obviously have Avion Terrell, I think one of the best cornerbacks in the country. Him and Jermon McCoy are 2 players I will put high in there. From Tennessee. Those 2 guys are elite. And then Duke has some guys on here at the secondary spot, man. Obviously, Chandler Rivers has been doing his thing. Terry Moore is another outstanding stud. Defensively, it's going to be hard to throw against Duke this year. You know what I'm saying? Really impressive, obviously, secondary. And you got Isaiah Nwakopia, another guy that I think is really good for SMU. Hard hitter, really good in coverage. Had an awesome year last year, along with Kevin Jennings for the Mustangs. So I would give this list, obviously, a B. I was a part of the media team that helped put this list together. You know what I'm saying? I was one of the votes, I think, out of like 80 or 90 media members. But for the most part, I had it similar to this. A couple different changes here and there. But overall, a solid list. But comment down below your thoughts.